Hello. In this video, we are going to talk about how we can use the Bootstrap, ng-bootstrap, and font awesome with the Angular. While working with Angular, I always get these questions like how we can use this without dependency of jQuery because Bootstrap comes with a jQuery dependency. So today's session will be to cover up all these things. There are plenty much of different ways to use the Bootstrap inside Angular, but we are going to talk about different ways and which are the best way suitable for us. So before getting started, this is my Angular CLI version, that is a 10.0.3. It can be different for your case, but all this knowledge and steps will be the same for all the Angular version greater than the 4 or 5. Now, without doing any further ado, we will get started with the creating the new application. So in this series, I'm going to talk about how we can create the small spinner applications from the scratch. But this video is particularly dedicated for only installing Bootstrap, Font Awesome, ng-bootstrap, and getting the small demo how we can get started with it. So let's get started. So to create the new application, we can use ng-new, an application name. So in this series, I'm going to create the new spinner application. So it will be like a small spinner or loader that can be used for any API call or just to show some pending work on a UI. So as I have already created application because it's going to take this some time to install the dependency. So I'm just going to show you the commands with the dry run. So it will just execute the all the steps, but does not create the file for us. So it's going to ask you do you want Angular routing to be added? Yes, I want that. So I said yes. I want to use the SCSS version of style sheet. So I selected it, but it says that this all this file is already present inside this directory because I already created it for just to save the time for us. As we have the application, so I'm going to just jump to the spinner directory and just going to open the our editor. So in this video, I'm going to use the VS Code editor, but you can use any editor as per your choice. That can be Sublime or maybe Visual Studio or maybe anything that you like to use. Once we are inside the VS Code, we are going to we have this application just created by the scratch using the template, that is a ng new template. We can start this application by simply npm space start, and this will start the application. So until it started, we just put some lights on the bootstrap and ng bootstrap. So Bootstrap is really a popular framework of CSS, but using it with the Angular, it is that not similar to using any Angular package because it's written in the JavaScript, actually pure JavaScript. It has a dependency of jQuery, and it doesn't make that much of fun as working with the TypeScript. So for that purpose, the community has created another package that is a ng bootstrap that is more specific to the Angular version of Bootstrap. But this package is only going to have the Angular logic as well as the all this component written inside in the pure TypeScript. So you get all the power of TypeScript, but this, there is no css or style sheet in this package. So all this style sheet or maybe designing stuffs comes from the bootstrap css itself. So it's again going to be a hard question, how we going to get only css from the bootstrap and use the ng bootstrap. So we are going to talk about these stuffs in details in a moment. So we are going to use the ng bootstrap of 9 version that has the 4.5 bootstrap or maybe later than that. So we are going to install 4.6 bootstrap version and going to use it. So it just trying to compile the applications, and it will start the application on the default port, that is 4200, and we have this application out of the box using the ng new command. Let's stop this application as of now, and I install all these dependency that we are going to demo in this application. So to install the like a bootstrap, there is like a npm install. We can use this command, and the package name bootstrap. We want to save this dependency inside the package.json file, so we don't need to uh, mention the entry by ourselves, because right now there is no bootstrap dependency here. So I'm going to like install it, and with the dash dash save command, so it will install this dependency, as well as it will add this entry inside the dependency section of the package.json file. Until it install, let's talk about like how we can install ng-bootstrap. So there is a couple of ways. So one way is to like using the semantic that they provide. So that with the like ng add command, we can use that semantic, so it will install this package as well as create the required file for you. But if you want to install this like by a manual way, like customize and use it from scratch, so we are going to see this in a short moment. At the end of this project, like we are also going to talk about like a font awesome, how we can install it with like npm and use it inside the angular application. uh, if you see this, like Fontasm has like a two package. One is a pro version as and one is a free version. So in this video, we are going to talk about the free version. So, but the same steps can be used for the pro version. This is also going to have the like a different collection, that is a 5 collection. That's these icons comes with like solid, regular, light, dual tone, and brands. So I'm going to like show you like how you can only import the um, required libraries or required style sheet for inside your application, so you can reduce down your the like css file at the end. So this package has been installed like a bootstrap one. uh, so either we can install the like ng-bootstrap and Fontasm together, or we can start using the like bootstrap first and then using the ng-bootstrap later on. So we will go with like uh, using the bootstrap first, and then we will install the ng-bootstrap later on in this course. So first thing is like once we install the package, it comes in all these modules comes in inside like a node modules folder. So there is like should be bootstrap folder inside the node modules, where we can see like a different file. So there is like one folder with like SCSS. So it has like a distribution of CSS files. So we can use the CSS that is a purely compiled CSS. So it has a minified version as well as the development version of like CSS. But as we are going to work with the Angular, I would like to prefer to like use the SCSS version. So it gives the better feasibility and customization power inside our like build process, as well as we can theme the bootstrap. So just to mention that we are going to use the SCSS version with this project. So to import the bootstrap style sheet, we can either add the entry of this style inside the like angular.json file. So in this build section, there is a style section, so where we can add the entry like node modules slash bootstrap slash the like the path of that file where we have the bootstrap. So I just seen that path, but I can show you like where this path is, so you can find it by yourself. So we are going to import this SSS file. So during the build process, it's going to build that SAS file. So we have node modules slash bootstrap slash it's inside SCSS slash are going we need like a bootstrap.css SCSS file for it. SCSS file. Once we save this, let's save this, and now let's start our application once again. So we can have like Bootstrap CSS integrated with our application. So once we build this application and we start with this, we are going to modify our page. So let's open the app.component.html file. So it was having like a whole, all the logic here. So we are just going to remove everything here. It's building like that bootstrap as well below. Yes. So before we get start, like application get started, we will add some HTML here to showcase our demo. So let's get with like div with class container. That is container class is from the bootstrap library, and we will have div with row and div with column. So let's get some HTML from bootstrap itself examples, that is a components, and check like does it work or no. So this can be the one good test, like just check it, does it work or no. So here our application is running now, and here we can see like we get the our like first bootstrap components running. So that means we are getting the right style sheet from the bootstrap itself. So that is a one way to like use the bootstrap style sheet. So we install the package, we imported that SCSS file inside the angular.json file. So let's add the like a padding of like p2, that so it's going to have the padding somewhat, or maybe, and margin top like a 3. So it will have some margin there, and we have the like a nice bootstrap component that. So that is how we can do it. Now the I'm going to show you another way how we can import the same style sheet inside the Angular applications, and what is the benefit of using it. So if you want to use like import any styles or file from like a install package, so we can use the import inside the our SCSS file, and we can import from our install package. So the package name prefix with the tilde sign, so our package name in bootstrap, and the same logic like the path of that file. So SCSS slash bootstrap dot SCSS. So we are going to like import this file here. So it will add all the bootstrap style sheet here. So before that we need to stop our application, so it shouldn't be duplicated right now, because I imported it here as well as from the package angular.json. So I'm going to remove this entry from here and just add the entry there. We will start our application again. So importing the style sheet here, actually it has a somewhat more benefit, like benefits actually. uh, if you import it here, we can customize our bootstrap, or we can write our like a different bootstrap variables here. So we have that feasibility. Even we can import the some small mixing, or maybe like different stuff like bootstrap variables or functions from the package itself. So when we are going to install like a font awesome, at that time I'm going to show you like how we can import the only specific collection from the font awesome. So our application is like built and running, and let's refresh this page, and we have the same thing. So that means the bootstrap has been installed, and it's like we are using that, but we are not using any javascript functionality of the from the bootstrap library. Even we don't have any jQuery library like a dependency right now. So that is a one good benefits here actually. Now, next thing will be like how we are going to use the ng-bootstrap. So to get it started, there one way is to like use the semantic, that is the ng add. But as I promise, I'm going to show you like a really good and more easy way. So that is our package name. So we can install with npm install, and I just save and the package name. So it should add the entry inside package.json. Just check like the bootstrap entry is added or not. So you can see the bootstrap entry has been added there. Now it's going to install that package and add the entry inside the package.json file. We will just wait and see like if you want to use any component, what steps we need to do to like just to put some more information about like ng bootstrap. It has different components actually, and we have the feasibility to import any specific component as well as to whole library inside the angular application. So it has installed that. uh, so let's start like application again. So before that we will also install the font awesome. So it would not, we don't need to wait again actually. So let's install the font awesome. So where we have the two version of font awesome, that is one is free and another one is like pro versions, but we are going to use the free version right now. So like to install, that name of this will be like with the free. So we are going to install it here, and at the end we are also going to import like a SCSS version from the font awesome. So we gonna have visibility like which stuffs we want to import and which stuffs we don't want to use with our angular application. So let's wait for like a couple of maybe seconds to get it installed. So before getting it installed, actually I would like to ask like, so before it get installed, so if you like this video, please comment on it or share it, or maybe you can subscribe to the channel. So we have the like this, all this dependency has been installed now. Now let's start our application once again, and we will uh, show the small demo how we can like utilize the ng bootstrap component now. So as I explained, there is a multiple way like importing the library of ng bootstrap. So one way is to like import the whole module, that is the ngb module, or either way like import the only specific stubs. So let's check with the like alert component how we can utilize it. So first thing you will be like go to app module, and we need to import the module that we want. So we are interested into ng bootstrap alert module. So we can import it from ng-bootstrap actually, and uh, we are going to see like how we can utilize it in our app.component.html. So previously we just see the actual bootstrap warning and alert messages. So in this case we are going to see how we can use these messages. So let's copy these stuffs and let's paste our directory, that is ngb alert, and just check does it work or no. So uh, let's try to refresh our demo, and it's actually saying some error in like in the console. So it's saying that we are using the localize, that is a localization feature of Angular, and we didn't have that library or dependency installed. So before that we need to install those. So it mentioned the one command ng-add, so we will use that, and it will like add the localization files for our application. So this is just a one time activities while you create the application. So it's taking some moment actually, and yes, we have like installed the localized. Now again, like try to start your application, and it should work the expected way now. Like to show the like demo live demo application is my purpose is to like show what are the different errors we got, and to get the somewhat like confidence like how we can work with this thing. So it might be like slow process, but it works really well instead of like just predefined tutorials. So just bear with me now. So the application is building, and once it build, we are going to have the like alert component, and we expecting that should work as show in the demo application. Our application is running, we just refresh it, and hola, we have the first warning component that is coming from ng bootstrap. It has a bootstrap css, and everything is working good. So let's make it like dismissible false to the true, and it should like close button here, and once it like refresh, we have the close button, and it's working really good. So that is how we can use the ng bootstrap and the bootstrap one. So let's try to see now like uh, so let's try to check with the different stuff like font awesome now at the end. So let's say we have the another alert, and the type should be like success. You can check all these options, and different component in bootstrap. So and see there how the configuration of that component is. So actually type is a string, but it's expecting it is as a string, but I unfortunately mention it as like a variable, so it doesn't say that variable is does not exist. So I made it string, and now it's working. That's really good. Last part is like to import the font awesome. So the as I explained, so the one way is to like import the SCSS file in style.scss. Other ways like to import the CSS file inside the angular.json, or maybe you can import the particular files that you want as per your requirement, or maybe as per your choice. So let's I will show you the more customizable way. So let's check is font awesome here, and inside the SCSS there is all this file. So let's import one by one, that is which is required. So let's have this as like similar. The here actually I can copy this thing from that. So and like, so it is actually the name is at the rate before it. So the good way is to copy this thing actually, because sometimes it doesn't work the expected way, the path. Now the next like SCSS, and we need to have like font awesome.scss. SCSS, that is one thing. And other thing is like, if you are interested to use only required font awesome icons, so you can utilize that. Like, let me show you. So if you go to the icons, we have like a different collection, that is a regular one. uh, so due to this is not showing, where it's gone. Let's make it big somewhat. I need to it, yes. So on the left side you see like a different collection: solid, regular, light, dual tone, and brands. And if you check the file here, you have the similar file structure with that stuff, so you can just import whichever you want. Now to demonstrate the stuff, let's say I'm going to import the solid .scss, and it should import that one. Let's check this. Does we have the solid file here? Yes, we have that file here, solid.scss. So we imported it. Now let's say we want free and then solid, and then check any uh, let's check this one variable, this icon actually. So we can utilize this icon. So let's copy this stuff and check with our application. Now in app.html we can utilize like this icon. So span and having warning. So now let's check that as the icon is working, and you can see this icon is working. So this is a solid icon. Now if we check like, does the like other icon is working or not. Now let's see where is that. Okay, that's just hide actually. If I check with the like sorry about this free version, and then regular one, and if we say like angry, and if we try with the regular one, I'm sure that this will not work actually. Angry. Okay, so why this will not work? Because if we are because we did not have the CSS imported, that is a regular collection, so that it just showing the box here actually. So again, if you want to use the regular, we can import that one as well. So that means we can import only specific SCSS right now, which has the feasibility. And I hope once we added that entry here, In style.scss it's going to like build that, and once it build, that angry face should come here. So it refreshing, and you can see this is, I'm angry now. So this is how we can install bootstrap, ng-bootstrap, and we can use the font awesome with angular one. I hope you like this video. So if you like this, please comment, please share this with your friends or to anyone, and if you want to see next video, please subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Thank you.